I'll tell you what, you guys, anytime that I post a video on YouTube, anytime I post something on Instagram, I get a flood of support from my Indian fans and people from India, and I'm truly appreciative of that. I took a look at the analytics for my videos, for my YouTube channel just the other day, and I noticed a huge increase in subscribers from India, and I'm blown away by it. And I thought to myself, why don't I draw something that is Indian? And I know many of you guys have been asking me to draw something that is Indian. So I know that Bahubali, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, is very popular in India. So I dedicate this to you guys. This is a tutorial on Bahubali. Let's do it. What is going on, Draw 2 crew from India? This is, of course, Ramny. You guys ready to draw Bahubali? Let's do this. Before we begin, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing, and a link to a free coloring page based on this video tutorial. And of course, having said all of that, grab your drawing tools. Let's draw Bahubali. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started with our Bahubali drawing tutorial. I've got my paper in portrait mode for this one. We're going to be drawing him kind of just mid-torso here. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is divide my paper in half, going down the center. And it really doesn't matter whether you have it straight or not. All it matters is you have that division there. Okay, so now, first thing I'm going to do is draw a circle kind of right here. Running down the middle, of course, is that line. And want to leave some room up here because we want to make some room for his elaborate war helmet. Okay, there you go. So again, you guys, I do apologize if I, mess up on the names or anything like that, because, I'm not familiar with the mythology of Bahubali. I saw a whole bunch of YouTube videos and stuff just to get myself familiar with the character. But yeah, very interesting. And I do hope to see the movie. I know it's been out a while, but hope to see the movies sometime. Anyway, so here we are, we're drawing the center, or we're drawing the sides of the face, the jaw, the chin, and he's kind of looking a little bit that way, that direction. So I've got my things a little bit not quite symmetrical, as you guys can maybe kind of see. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to draw the neck this time, and then I'm going to draw the shoulders. And what we want to try to do is we want to try to get that, broad, muscular look that makes him very heroic. Okay, there we go. So I've sort of brought those two down, and then I'm going to draw a line going across here, just to indicate maybe a little bit higher, indicate the clavicle or the collarbone. Okay, so the neck kind of goes down right here. So that's kind of what it looks like. Might draw this a little bit bigger. The head will look a little bit bigger later because when we add, the helmet and everything, it's going to make that a little bigger. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to find these two areas right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines going down, straight down, like so. Okay, got my center line a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Let me fix that center line. There you go. So there's the body right there. Okay, so find a square, kind of like make a square with these two, the two chest squares, but I'm basically making two squares right there for the chest. Okay, and then from the chest, so that's when I start kind of widening the body a little bit. He's got this body armor that sort of narrows a little bit here, and then it gets a little bit wider again as you go down. Okay, so that's that for now. I'm going to kind of do this so you see how I made it diagonal a little bit. That's just to help us when we start figuring things out with the armor a little bit later on. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to kind of just take a look and make sure that the way that I'm drawing it, it's not too big for the head, and I'm finding mine is a little bit too big, so narrowing it a little bit, and it shouldn't be a problem to narrow it for now, as long as you guys keep your pencils light, don't draw too dark. Otherwise you're not allowing yourself to make mistakes, and in art It's all about making mistakes first. Okay, so I think that's a good fit right there. Okay, so here we have the shoulders. So I'm gonna make these shapes right here. And then biceps. I'm gonna make them U's for now. So U shapes right here. Okay, and then narrow, and then it gets wider for the forearm. So narrow here, it gets wider for the forearm. And I'm gonna cut it off right around here is where I want that to just end. And I think that's good. Okay, so we're kind of just gonna get a feel for where we want things to be. So I'm gonna draw a circle right here. This is the symbol. And right now at this point, you guys have not seen the movie. So I actually don't know what this symbol is. So I want you guys to tell me what this horse symbol is that's on his chest. It looks like the sun, a bunch of like sun rays coming out of it. Okay, from that, I'm going to make an X. So it goes like that right there. Then down here it gets a little bit narrow and then goes to the side like this. Okay, and we want to do the same thing on this side. So this one's like that. But this on the side, or this at the bottom, goes out to the sides like this. And then we're going to continue on with that. But as long as we have this, then we kind of have an idea where we want things to go. Okay? 2 lines right there. And then kind of like the undershirt right there. Okay? And there you go. And I do apologize, you guys, if I mispronounce anything or if I don't call anything the right thing. I do apologize because, you know, this character is very unfamiliar to me, so I'm relying on you guys to tell me what he's all about. Okay, there you go, and I think that's a good start. We're gonna pause it right now, cut to commercial, and then when we come back, we're gonna start working on the details. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey guys, this video right here is brought to you by these awesome Patreon patrons. If you are interested in knowing more about how to support this channel through Patreon, check out the link down below, patreon.com/drawit2 for more details. Anyway, let's cut to commercial and then let's get back to business. All right, you guys, so as you guys can see, I've zoomed in on the face, and so let's figure out kind of just the placement of the face, and then we'll draw the helmet and everything like that. So here we are. Let's find let me erase the bottom of the circle first and draw the eye line. So we're gonna have the eye line kind of right around here. The nose is gonna go right around like this. And then the mouth and the mustache. The mustache is so cool. It sort of goes like this. So I'm just like roughing it out very lightly with my pencil. And then the mouth is gonna be right around here. And what I'm doing with the mouth is I'm kind of just working on the lower lip, and I'm not going to bother drawing the upper lip. So we're gonna draw it like that for now. And again, you guys, if it does not look like the actor, if you guys are drawing it and it doesn't look like the actor, I believe his name, I'm gonna say it wrong, but Prabhas is his name. Tell me if I got it right. Yeah, if it looks nothing like the actor, don't worry too much. So what I'm doing is I'm doing these more squared off looking eyes, because you want that like angry looking eye, and you'll get that by creating these lines like this, and then you just draw the eyebrows kind of this way. Okay, so there are the eyes. We're not going to go into detail with the eyes yet. He does have the forehead symbol that I believe looks like this. And tell me what the significance of this symbol, if any, you guys. So it's just 2 U shapes like so, but it's partly covered. I'm gonna cover with the V there. And I'm going to draw 2 lines going across like this. And then this is going to be what's going to frame his face. This is, of course, part of his helmet. Okay. So make sure you have about this much space above the eyes. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do that. And then we're going to find the helmet, the sides of the helmet like this. And we're going to expand the helmet higher up, like so. Okay. There you go. So there's the top of the helmet there, and then the crest of the helmet sort of goes above that. So let's just fix this right here. So it goes like that. Try to get it as best as you can, as right as you can. And then this goes up. So there's the crest. It goes like this. And then think of this as going down, wrapping his head like so. And then here in the back there's another crest that goes a little bit off center this way. It just goes like this. Okay? And then comes to a point. So here we got the little the bottom part and then the pointy part that goes up to the top like this. There you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another pencil that's sharp, and let's try to get those details in the face and the helmet. Now this is going to be probably going to be the hardest part in this tutorial, is just trying to get all the details in the helmet. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's try to get his face now. So as you guys can see, I've created the what do you call it, the brow, angry brow. Okay, and then I'm going to draw the eyebrows. And we're going to have him looking up like this, and then semicircle inside. Okay, there you go. And then we try to do the same thing on this side. We try to get the eyebrow, and try to get a similar eye shape on this side. The tricky part is to try to get it symmetrical and try to make it so that he's not got derpy looking eyes. So you really have to try to get this one as best as you can. Be very careful with it. Okay. So I messed up a little bit. I made him a little cross-eyed. So that's what I mean. So I'm going to move his eye a little bit more this way. Still doesn't look right, does it? I think that's all right. It's a little bit off, not too entirely happy with it, but you know what? That's okay. Okay, so now let's draw the nose. The nose sort of goes like this, so it's like a steep V shape. Okay, and then nostril. Nostril here, and then the sides of the nose. I may have made a little bit too wide, so I'm going to narrow it slightly. There you go, and then you got what we're doing is we're rounding off the pointy part of the nose like this. So I'm just kind of creating these 3 lines here that show the depth of the nose. The nose is one of the hardest things to draw, I will admit. Hard to get it right. Okay, there you go. Now let's draw the mustache. Mustache sort of goes this way and this way. Okay. There you go. The center of the mustache comes out like this. There's a line going across. Got a little bit of a smirk, like a smile. And then the lower lip. There you go. Now, not quite done, of course. I want to get the chin, or sorry, not the chin, the cheeks. Let's get those cheeks. And then you want to make sure that when you're drawing characters like this, you want to make sure that their chins are very chiseled, like very, how do I describe it? It's very heroic. You don't want like a tiny chin, but you want like a very strong chin on your superheroes. So let's give him a very strong chin. Don't make it too big though. Just make it very squarish. Okay, so here we got the mustache. And very cool beard. Just go back up here and just like drawing things that I feel like I missed. Just like lines under the eyes there. And then here we're just going to draw the chin, and that's what sort of frames his face here. And when you draw the lines, make sure that you're moving the direction of the stubble on the chin. So it's kind of always pointing to the center of the mouth there. Okay, there you go. So now I'll probably go in with my ink pen and make that a little bit better. Okay, so now that we have that, let's kind of work on the helmet that frames the face. And we know that it sort of curves right here. Here's like the side of it. Okay, on that side. See a little bit of his hair kind of poking through right there, and a little bit right here as well. Okay, and then I'm going to go on this side, do the same thing. Right around here. And it goes up. Like that. Okay, so that's so far so good. Now let's draw the intricate looking pattern right here. And I'm doing, from this V shape that we had initially, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a curved line that goes upwards like this and like this. Okay, down, up, down again, and towards the kind of like antlers, back towards that V shape. Okay, go back to that V shape again. Okay, go up, more antlers like this. Down, up, down, down, up, down. And then here we're going to draw like a diamond shape. Like that. Okay, so there's the abbreviated version of that design. This goes out this way and this goes out this way. Okay, and then right here it looks like there's I'm gonna draw an L like this because it does have like this other thing that sticks out. So start here, start over here. Sorry, my bad. Move towards this point right here. Okay, and then go outward. Okay, let's go back over here. Goes out this way and then like that. Outward this way and then like that. Okay, I don't have my rag. Do I have my rag here somewhere? I usually like to have my things around me, but then I forget a lot. I have the rag here somewhere. Oh, there you go. Just gotta move some scissors around. Okay. Okay, there you go. So, lines over here. Going to double up on these lines. So 1, 2, making them thicker so you guys can see. There you go. And then down here, it just goes double. This goes down and then up like that. Down and then up. Same thing on this side. Actually, it looks more like it's going to the side like this. There you go. Okay, let's go over here. Do that. And then intricate pattern over here, which we're not going to elaborate. I'll just make it look like a leaf, for lack of a better term. There you go. A leaf, meaning this thing. I don't know. Okay. Sometimes it's easy to get overwhelmed because you're like looking at these cool patterns and then you're like, oh my gosh, how do I even teach how to draw that? Okay, so anyway, let's go at the top of this diamond shape here and make sure that I'm in frame. There you go. And I'm going to draw a line going up to the top and then 2 lines going on the sides like this. Okay, the line at the top sort of makes a horn, like so. Okay, and then this sort of makes like a leaf. I'm going to call that a leaf, no idea what it actually is, but it does this. Okay. Now, some cool designs on this side. This goes this way, and then this way, like that. Okay. Same thing over here, you want to follow the same pattern. There you go. So that goes like that, and this goes like this. Okay, let's go back over here and let's do a second pattern over here. You want to make some room on this side because you got to make a third. So here's a second pattern that goes like that. You notice that they're all sort of going towards this loop right here. Okay, and then the third one goes to the side like this. I hope you guys can see what I mean. Okay, so that's the first one. Then the second pattern goes like this. And then the last pattern off to the side goes like that. Okay, now we'll do something similar to what we did over here. We're going to make it pointier though. There you go, that's 1, 2, and this goes out, makes a point right there, 3. Okay, so we're just dividing each one, 1, 2, 3. And this one is just going to be 2, 1, 2. Okay, now on this side, same thing, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, pointy part, 3. And then just 2 over here, 1 and 2. There we go. Whew. Very, well, very intricate. Can be a little bit challenging. Here's the crest again, but right here what we're going to do is we're going to draw another arrow, like a pointy arrowhead here at the top. Goes up like that. And then think of a circle. Here's a circle, and here's a circle. Okay, draw a curve that goes up to here, down and up, and then towards this corner where you have this line go through. Okay, there you go. So follow that circle this way, then up. You want to kind of draw this curve that goes like this. Okay, and then, my bad, follow it so that you reach this. There you go. And then here, lastly, we're just going to draw horns. There's more to the design, but we're just going to draw some horns. 4 on this side, 1, 2, and then just 3 on that side that we can see. Okay, and then the rest is the same as before. There you go. Oh my goodness, that is crazy, and we are not even done. Okay, before we draw the chainmail and the hair, what we need to do is we need to figure out the shoulders. So I'm going to zoom out and kind of start drawing the armor part, because the armor is pretty big. It goes well past the shoulders like this. Okay, so you now see that I'm creating this armor that goes higher up than his shoulders do. There you go. Okay, and then have that go towards the center like this. Okay, remember this that we drew earlier. Let's double up on that. Let us draw the undershirt. And with the undershirt, I'm just going to draw straight lines just to indicate that it's a different type of fabric. There you go. Okay, so we've got these two lines right here. That's all that matters for now, because we're going to draw the hair, and the hair goes down like this, sort of comes down to the side too. He's got some curls. Okay, and then a little bit of a, kind of just embellish the curls a little bit. That's his hair coming down. And essentially just covers this corner. That's what it does. So it covers that corner, covers that corner. So that's what his hair does. Okay, and then from here, this point, we're going to draw some chainmail, and it sort of comes down like this. This one curves. And what we're going to do is we're just going to draw some elaborate circles. And that's going to act as the chain link head covering. Okay, there you go. And then you see a little bit of that chain link kind of just right here. Of course, as you go further like sideways, it starts to flatten, so it looks more like an oval. Okay, and then you see a little bit of the chain like this. So circles and then become ovals. There you go. Very cool. Neck. Just going to draw some neck lines here, as well as the clavicle, the collarbone. Okay. Oh, all right. We are not done, you guys. We haven't even started on the body. That's how elaborate the face is. Okay, so let's work on the armor now, the suit. Underneath his arm, right around here, you kind of want to draw a line like so. Okay, same thing on this side. So it's a straight line that starts to curve as you go further down. Okay, there we go. Kind of just getting an idea where we want his suit of armor. Now you want to make sure that the suit of armor is like wider than his body, right? Because that's what it is. Okay, so we have that basic shape. What we're going to do is start off with the center symbol. Okay, now let's draw the flames on the horse, surrounding the horse symbol inside. So I'm going to start off with that one, and then you notice that these ones go this way. Okay, so they sort of go off to the side. And what I'm doing is drawing these random flame shapes. You guys see, so it sort of creates like this thing. They're not symmetrical from each other, but what they do is they sort of frame that circle. And then a couple of flames that have come off the circle there. Okay, so what I'm doing is just doing these things very, very randomly until I reach the top. Okay, random shapes, some big, some small, but for the most part they all sort of curve towards the center, or like pointing towards the center like this. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to draw the inside part of that circle. There you go. And then the horse. I think it's a horse. Let me know if it's not a horse. Okay, there's the side. Okay, there's the mouth of the horse right there. Let me zoom in. Okay, let's draw the chin, or sorry, the cheek, the horse's cheek goes like that. Okay. Now we're going to draw a curve that goes like this. And then second curve. And from here, let's go here, come out like so. And then again over here, jagged flames, or just the mane of the horse. There you go. Okay, not bad. Now let's just add the details to the armor. So what I'm doing is I'm creating these lines here. You notice that this line, or this right here, it's a bit wider than this over here. Okay, and up at the top, it doesn't quite reach the edge. It actually goes right there. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. There you go. Now his chest. So I'm just kind of drawing where his chest would be. It kind of goes like that. Okay. Now let's work on the abdominals, the abdomen. He does have a sword that sort of sticks out over here, but I'm not going to draw it because we're not drawing the rest of the sword. We're just going to draw his elaborate looking, super cool looking pattern of his armor here. Okay, so we've got these two that go out like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have my center line first, draw a diamond shape like this. So these go off to the side, just underneath the armpits like that. Okay, and again over here and here, same thing. You want to make sure that these are similar. So the width here and here are the same. There you go. And then another diamond shape like this. And then you do the same thing. Gets narrow like this. Okay, and then we do a third time. You want to make sure that these diamond shapes are also about the same size. So make sure you adjust accordingly. It goes this way and this way. Okay, and then the bottom part of the armor, what it does is it curves like this, goes down and then goes up to right there. And if you guys see that the my light is flickering, it's because I'm doing this in the daytime and the window. It's sunny and then it gets cloudy, so I apologize. Okay, so we have these two remaining, which is going to do that. Okay, and then there's actually like a lower part to this. We don't really see it, but it sort of just follows the that bottom line there. Okay, so now that we have this, you just want to make sure that you have those right, and then just double up underneath the these lines here, right where the diamond, this corner is. So each time you see that, make sure you just draw a second line towards the sides. Okay, and when you're on the sides, what you want to do is you want to take your pencil and you want to kind of create the look that it's segmented. It's different sections, so it's not a smooth side. Okay, so do the same thing over here. Oops. Okay, and then you want to make sure that you got the segments, and there you go. Okay, I'm going to double up on this. And there you go. Okay, so we've got the armor. All we have to do are the arms, and the arms are the easy part. Let's draw the body sort of coming out of the armor over here. Let's make sure that we get that the fabric, and it's a little bit like rough looking. and you just want to bring it down. Okay, so he's wearing this undershirt. That's the same undershirt as what's on here. There you go. And then so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create more stripes for it. But this time I think, and maybe I'll do it on the collar as well, but let's just make those squares. I'll do a better job of it when I start inking it, but for the most part, this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to do it here as well. There you go. Pretty cool. That's awesome. All right, you see a little bit of his chest sticking out over here. And then let's draw the arms. I'm not going to draw particularly like overly muscular arms, so we're just going to just draw some nice smooth arms here. Okay. So something as simple as that, kind of just shaping the different parts, the different muscle groups. So make sure you get the shoulders. The shoulders are the important thing. You want to get like big broad shoulders on your superheroes. Okay, then you get those biceps. So I'm not fully drawing the biceps. I'm kind of just drawing bits of it. Okay. Kind of shaping my bicep by just drawing these lines around it. Okay, here's my tricep right here, and then this muscle right here. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I don't remember. There you go. So you got the biceps and the triceps sticking out the sides. And then here you got the forearm. And lastly, we're going to draw the gauntlets, or his wrist, what do you call it? His wrist protecting guards. Wrist protecting guards. Okay, so I'm kind of making like a house shape. So it looks like that. And then again, a smaller house looking shape, like a triangle at the top, or like a point at the top. And it looks like this. Okay, and then I draw a second one down here. Okay, and then the same thing over here. That goes like that, and then this goes up and in, like so. Okay, and then do it again, here and here. Okay, and then I'm going to end it right there. And let's take a look to see if there's anything else I missed. He does have some string over here that's kind of sticking out, kind of just a part of his armor. So I'm just going to draw like 2 loops. And then right here as well. Okay, he's got like something in the back there, kind of just like the back plate of the armor, but I'm going to skip that. Anyway, I think we are done. Let's zoom out now. There you go. Whew. And there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Bahubali drawing tutorial, and I do apologize again if I didn't do him justice. I hope you guys are glad with this tutorial, and definitely super grateful for all of my Indian fans. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Take care. And you guys, that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I appreciate that. a lot. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So head on over to Instagram, tag me at Draw2 so I can see your masterpieces. If you guys are ever curious about the tools that I use for drawing or the equipment that I use to make these videos, I have links in the description of this video, so make sure you guys check that out. If you are feeling extra generous, I have links down in the description as well for different ways that you can show your support on this channel. I already mentioned Patreon, but there are other ways as well, so be sure to check those out. Links in the description. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can continue making videos just like this for you guys to enjoy free of charge. Again, if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video right here, comment down below, and share this with your friends in your social media. And speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Instagram, on Facebook, and of course on my website draw2.com, where you can find a free coloring page based on the tutorial drawing that is found in this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to those are found in the description of this video, so be sure to check that out. Finally, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw it too. I'll see you guys next time.